Welcome to this episode of the Sports Detective Podcast Show. My name is James Williams, and today, did the Los Angeles Lakers make a mistake firing Darvin Ham last offseason? Why are we talking about this? Well, as you guys know, Darvin Ham is now the assistant coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA Cup, and you kind of saw a lot of people online. I thought they were jokes. I don't know if maybe some people were serious when they were posting this, that Darvin Ham is the only person undefeated in the NBA Cup. I kind of thought that was weird because Taurean Prince was on the Lakers last year. Now he's on the Bucks this year. No one was pointing out about Taurean Prince also being undefeated. But this led to Darvin Ham talking to Mark Spears in an interview about his time with the Los Angeles Lakers. And Darvin Ham said how it was crazy that the Lakers let him go, and that he thought that most people in his shoes would get an extension from the Los Angeles Lakers based on what he did. I'll go ahead and show you guys the full quote. I will point out that the crazy part is not in the quote that I shared with you here. Hold on, let me find it. But everything else here is a pretty juicy, because you can tell he's very salty for what happened with him in the Lakers. So you guys can see that now on your screen. This is what Darvin Ham had to say. To do as well as I did, I swear to God, anyone else, I'm probably looking at an extension with what I did, Ham said. I'm not talking about feelings. I'm talking about actual facts. They go from not making it to the playoffs to the Final Four in the NBA, the conference finals, and then you win the in-season tournament, navigate through all the injuries, and win both of your playing games to get to the playoffs. People always talk about us losing to Denver, but they never talk about how we got to Denver. We beat a kick-ass young squad in Memphis, and we beat Golden State. So Darvin Ham definitely still salty that the Lakers let him go. And I will give you guys my overall opinion of this, but first, I will talk about where Darvin Ham is right in some of this stuff. So where he was right, he was successful. Last year, they did win their most games since the Lakers won the finals in 2020. That they won 47 games last year. So that was pretty impressive. They did make the conference finals. They did go on a pretty good playoff run, and he did do a good job in his first year kind of navigating them and helping them go on a late season run after they made all of the trades and got Russell Westbrook out of the building to go on a playoff run. So that's credit to Darvin Ham. Also, too, I saw like a stat earlier. I think it was like maybe like a week or two ago, that like around like 21 or 22 games or whatever, the Lakers last year and the Lakers this year had the same exact record. So you could look at that and be like, well, I mean, overall, the Lakers are actually like pretty much the exact same as they were last year. And I was kind of looked at that and I was like, I kind of rolled my eyes at it originally. And I was like, like, I wonder how much that actually is true if you dive through the actual numbers. And you guys can go ahead and do this too at home. But I went on to ESPN. I was just looking at kind of like overall stats from the Lakers in 2023, 2024, and the Lakers in 2024 and 2025. And it's actually pretty similar how much their points, field goal attempts, 3-point attempts. Because I thought, like, JJ famously said in his like introductory press conference, he's like, we are going to use math. And I kind of thought like, oh, that means they're going to be shooting a lot more threes. It's pretty much identical. Their 3-point percentage and attempts are pretty much identical to what it was last year. Turnovers around the same. Defensive stats basically all the same. Rebounds, assists, all of that stuff. It actually is like eerily similar to all the overall stats that the Lakers had last year, and that also kind of corresponds with the record. Now, maybe those numbers will go up in some cases over an 82-game season. Maybe some of them will go down over the case in an 82-game season. So, kind of when you just kind of look at it overall with the Lakers and all of that stuff I just told you, Darvin Ham probably looks at that stuff, looks how they're doing this year, looks at the stats for the Lakers this year, and he's like, what the heck? You guys are having the same exact results, the same exact output that you guys had when I was the head coach. So I do understand Darvin Ham just looking at that overall and being like, what the hell? Why the hell did you guys let me go? The real issues with the team wasn't me. And he's actually, again, he's also too right in that fact. The issues with this team is obviously if you go to the root of the problem, they traded for Russell Westbrook after the 2021 season, which was idiotic on so many levels because they traded Russell Westbrook, a guy who doesn't shoot threes well and doesn't play perimeter defense well. And to get him, they gave up guys that did shoot 3-pointers and did play perimeter defense well. So that was just an all-around stupid trade, and it kind of took away the special thing that the Lakers had in 2020 in 2020 when they won the title. It kind of took all of those things away, and the Lakers have been kind of fighting an uphill battle, mostly defensively and from the 3-point line since then, because that's basically the biggest issue with the Lakers is they throw Austin Reeves and D'Lo and and a washed Gabe Vincent and Max Christie out there to try and guard the perimeter guards on other teams, and basically the other teams' perimeter guards always just torch the Lakers. And yeah, their perimeter defense is like a huge problem, even though I think their offense is like does work well enough for them to win. It's just the problem is their defense, because if you go back to the Lakers when they won the title 2020, they had like one of the best defenses in the NBA, and that's why they were able to win, because they had a bunch of perimeter guys and they also had a bunch of size defensively. But I'll digress from that point. So if you kind of just look at all of those things, you're like, yeah, maybe Darvin Ham did get done dirty. But here's my take on this, guys. I don't think he was done dirty. Dude lost the locker room. I'll go ahead and bring up a quote that I had to look up today. So this was Anthony Davis after game 2 of the playoffs last year when they blew like a giant lead against the Denver Nuggets. Anthony Davis said, "We have stretches where we don't know what we are doing on both ends of the floor." It's their best player being like, yeah, we don't know what we're doing on offense and defense. We're kind of just playing out there. And we're playing this like guy, Nikola Jokic, who's one of the smartest basketball players ever, who's on the same page as the head coach and all of his players, and they're basically just tearing the Lakers apart from precision and just execution standpoint. D'Angelo Russell also said that the Lakers didn't have a, quote, defensive structure last season. You could see it with the body language of guys like LeBron. And it's not even just a LeBron thing, because I just gave you 2 quotes from Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell. You saw the quotes before the season of, oh my God, Lakers vibes are at an all-time high because JJ Redick is now the head coach. And it seemed like, at least at the beginning, he was commanding more of a respect from the players than Darvin Ham did, or more, maybe not respect, but it appeared like more of a buy-in from the Lakers than Darvin Ham did. I saw a reply to this tweet that I showed you of the quote, where someone was pointing out kind of the difference of games played with the role players, and I kind of got that point, but I'm also not like too sympathetic for JJ Redick that Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood haven't played much for the Lakers this year. So I just think that, and we did a video about this early on in the season, that, hey, if you want to be a successful head coach and you want to be as good of a well-run team as you can be, the star players and all of the players have to have a big buy-in from the NBA head coach. And Darvin Ham lost that. And who knows, will JJ end up losing that at some point when the Lakers are struggling and getting blown out? A few weeks ago, a lot of people were saying that very same thing. I know they won against the Kings last night when I'm recording this. I also looked at their next 5-6 games. It looks like it is a little bit easier of a schedule. So I do think the Lakers might go on a little bit of a streak here. But I still believe in JJ. I think he is a good coach. And even though maybe the broad numbers that I was pointing out didn't necessarily show it, just watching the Lakers, they do seem, at least offensively, they do seem a little bit more organized, and they do seem like they know what they want to do on offense when they have the ball. And if you got buy-in from the star player, LeBron, who has regressed a little bit too, which might also be a reason why the team isn't overall doing as well. D'Lo also hasn't had that good of a season. I never said that, hey, they hire JJ Redick, all of a sudden the Lakers are going to go on a title run here, because it is a issue with the Lakers where they have a roster problem where they need to get It'd be nice to have another big man, but it also feels like around the NBA, everyone wants a big man. Like Denver wants a big man. The Pelicans want a big man. The Knicks might be in the market for another big man. It seems like the Thunder are in the market for another big man. It seems like a lot of teams want a center right now. So I don't know if that dream will come true for the Lakers. But the biggest thing the Lakers have to do is they have to fix that perimeter defense. And that's something that Darvin Ham couldn't do with the personnel that he was given, and JJ Redick can't do with the personnel that he was given either. So even though there were personnel issues with this team, and that's maybe why the Lakers never reached the heights that they wanted to under Darvin Ham, it wasn't the reason that he was fired. He situationally was bad in timeouts a lot of times. You know, the kind of like the meme of like that's been going around the last few weeks of like, oh my God, I'm just a chill guy. And it's just a guy standing there with like his hands in his pockets. That was kind of like Darvin Ham, like every Lakers game where there's like a big run going on and he wouldn't call timeouts to stop the bleeding. He was pretty bad at that. Now, maybe that's just nitpicking. You could say that, but I don't think that this is a crazy of a firing, and I still have faith in JJ that he'll become a better head coach. But I also feel like if you're Darvin Ham, you got some rights to feel salty because the stuff we said at the beginning, win total about the same, season stats about the same so far. We'll see how the Lakers do if they make a move at the trade deadline or even before then to kind of, buffer this roster a little bit more in the last years of LeBron and last years of Davis's prime, to be frank. So, yeah, there you have it, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd like to hear from Lakers fans. Do you think Darvin Ham was done dirty? Do you think JJ Redick is doing a good job right now? What do you think the Lakers need to do to get back to being in the top 6? Because I know Lakers fans probably don't want them to be the 7 or 8 seed in the play-in again. So, yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. And again, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. It's the number one thing you can do to support this channel, and it will help our podcast grow. It also help you get recommended to more videos. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video too. And also check out other videos on our page because I think you'll like them. Thank you very much for watching. Talk to you next time.